TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.
Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who That Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that to the black and gold family, man. We in this thing. Sports Coma, TSC. Week 4, Saints versus the Giants. We're taking an early look. We got a guest chiming in, and we'll bring him in momentarily on the Great Saint Think Tank. Much love to the black and gold family members for being here in the live stream. Big ups to you. Thank you, guys. And like I've been saying for some time now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q chiming in this thing. And I salute the Who That Nation, the Black and Gold Nation. The Great Saint Think Tank is in the building. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you. Please feel free to hit upon the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and also feel free to share the show's links on your social media feed. Much love to the family members coming into this episode of the Coma. Injury report, dropping it on your fam early on. And, of course, Saints had some players listed on this week's first injury report. Week 4 against the Giants, Eric McCoy, calf, DNP, Teron Armstead with the elbow, DNP, Marshawn Laddie, Daddy Lattimore with the hand, fully practiced. Jameis Winston had a knee issue, nothing to be concerned about. He fully practiced as well. Then over to the Giants side of the things, the Giants held a walkthrough practice on Wednesday, and this is what happened. A bunch of people on the Giants injury list. Offensive lineman Ben Bredesen had a hand issue. He was DNP. Linebacker Blake Martinez, it's a pretty good linebacker. Has been banged up since he got over there. Knee issue, he's DNP. Wide receiver Sterling Shepard, hamstring DNP. Wide receiver Darius Slayton, hamstring DNP. Running back Saquon Barkley, knee limited. Defensive back Keon Crossan, elbow limited. Defensive back Nate Eber, quad limited. Fullback Cullen Gallaspia, ankle limited. Wide receiver Kenny Galladay, hip limited. A lot of players. Long snapper is also Casey Kreider. He has a knee. He was limited. Defensive back Logan Ryan, hamstring limited. Tight end Caden Smith, knee limited. So I mean, as you can see, man, a lot of the Giants are catching hell right now, like the Saints were a few weeks ago, man, and we're gonna keep it going as well. So much love to the Great Saint Think Tank. I appreciate everybody being in the building. We got a special guest, our brother from another mother. Black, I like to consider my dog. I like to consider Fisk, General Fisk, a member of the Who Dat Nation, man. He most certainly got love for the Saints and the Pelicans as well, or at least Zion Williamson. We're gonna bring Fisk in. Fisk, how you doing today, brother?
You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for a big weekend versus y'all.
Yeah, bro. And I appreciate you joining the show, my brother. Appreciate you being in the building, man. And let's talk about this, bro. I mean, we know that the Giants right now currently, are 0-3, 0 away at home. No wins right now. None of the New York clubs outside of Buffalo have wins right now. But the New York Giants dealing with a bevy of injuries and all kind of stuff going on, like we was going down the line there. But there's still a lot of talent there. Let's dig into some of that, my brother. Talk about your thoughts on where the Giants are right now, bro, and their trajectory against the Saints.
Well, in reality, I hate to be the what if guy or the shoulda, woulda, coulda guy, but in reality, the Giants should be 2-1 right now. Let's call a spade a spade. That Washington game was a fluke. He wasn't offsides. The Darius Slayton drop, the referees saving what. Not to make excuses, but the whole world know the Giants should have won that game.
Right.
And then last week versus the Saints, this guy Dory Jackson drops the game-winning interception. It's in his hands, and he just, I don't know. I don't know if he choked. The moment got too big for him, or he just can't catch. But he catches that pick, we beat the Falcons. So I'm looking at the Giants as on an optimistic note, not the depressed fan I am, but on an optimistic, objective note. I'm looking at a team that should be 2-1. I'm looking at a team that has a great quarterback who can make a lot of plays. His offensive coordinator lets him down a lot, but for the most part, sometimes you can lose. You can lose a player and get better. And the fact that Darius Slayton is out of the lineup this weekend and Sterling Shepard is out of the lineup this weekend opens the door for Kadarius Toney, who's our first-round pick. And the thing is, he's the only person on the team besides Saquon who can make somebody miss. So I'm looking forward to his first important game being against the Saints because let's call it, y'all secondary ain't the best. So if Daniel Jones can get the ball off, because I know how mean the Saints pass rush is, there's plays to be made. So that's where my mind is. If we can just block the Saints up front, maybe Kadarius Toney can get the ball in his hands, make some plays. We'll see how Galladay matches up against Lattimore, and that's where I'm at with it this weekend.
Well, the Giants still have a lot of talented players that are dangerous. Daniel Jones definitely is a guy that is intriguing, man. It's a lot, man. To be honest with you, I mean, Saquon Barkley, I don't know if he plays this week, but he'll be a handful as well. And they do have some talent, a lot of guys banged up. I still say to a great degree, you mentioned the Saints secondary. I think the Saints secondary will surprise a lot of people. I think it's one of the most talented units of the defense. They're getting healthy. And, of course, we got a rookie back there that's playing lights out and Paulson the Debo. Laddie Daddy got paid. He's stepping his game up. And then, of course, Malcolm Jenkins, in our opinion, was the player of the game. Well, if you want to give the player of the game outside of the defense as a whole, Malcolm Jenkins he's playing really good. And Marcus Williams is coming along. So we credit that to the maturation. A lot of the maturation of our secondary due to the architect of the Legion of Boom is our defensive back coach, which is Coach Chris Richard. So the Saints are a very intriguing team. So and haven't showed the NFL the best at this point. So I mean, like you said, but let's go this way here because is Saquon Barkley playing Fisk? Is he going to be a factor in the game? I know you guys have other running backs here, and that Atlanta Falcon game, y'all barely lost that game. It was 17-14. So I mean, in the last two, and to be honest with you, the last two losses that the Giants had were 1-point loss to Washington and a 3-point loss to Atlanta. So y'all on the cusp. So it's not like y'all are just a garbage time team. It's just like things ain't breaking right your way, or maybe the team doesn't know how to quite win, how to finish the game. But what's the strengths of the Giants that the Saints need to be looking out for, bro? Let's look at it that way.
Well, our best player on the entire team is our quarterback.
Mhm.
Daniel Jones he's the glue, for everything wrong with the team. Everybody in the Giants community can agree that going into the season, our two biggest concerns would have been Daniel Jones and the offensive line.
Mhm.
Shockingly, through 3 games, our strong points have been Daniel Jones and the offensive line. We thought that pass blocking was going to be an issue going into the season, but Andrew Thomas he hasn't allowed a sack yet. This guy's been a stud. He's been every bit of the forefront, the number 4 pick that we thought he would be. The problem is, Saquon, his vision running the ball, he's trying to do too much right now. So instead of taking the 3 or 4 yard gain, what Saquon ends up doing is trying to make the big play. So what it comes down to is the only thing that the Saints should be worried about with the Giants is Daniel Jones's legs, number 1. And of course, Kenny Galladay can make those one-on-one catches, but now that Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton aren't there, I would tell Who Dat Nation to be very concerned about Kadarius Toney being a big factor in the game, because he's our playmaker. And with Shepard and Slayton out, we have to use him. There's no more teaspooning them the offense, easing them in.
Mhm.
No, he's our first round pick. It's sink or swim time. So Jason Garrett's job is on the line, and Joe Judge promised changes. I expect Kyle Rudolph, the tight end we brought in from Minnesota. Y'all know all about him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I expect Kyle Rudolph to make some plays in the red zone. I expect Saquon to continue to catch those screens and be more of a factor in the passing game. And most importantly, I expect a great game from Kadarius Toney, because he's our slot guy. That was our offense. Sterling Shepard, before he got hurt, he was the offense. So you slide Kadarius into his role. Shepard can't make nobody miss after the catch. So what I'm thinking is, if we can get Kadarius Toney about 5 to 7 catches, he could shake a couple people that can go for 100, 120 yards on those 5 to 7 catches. So there's not a lot to be optimistic about it with the Giants offense because of our play caller, but I'm just, giving it to you from a perspective of what we're going to try to do. Y'all have a great defensive line. Not saying we can execute the things I'm saying. I respect Cam Jordan and the crew, but if Daniel Jones has the time, he can do some damage.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is the top passer for your squad, not to mention he's the top running back. I mean, he's leading the Giants right now in rushing yards, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it's definitely his legs is something else. And, of course, Shepard's the top receiver. And they do have – and like I said, you guys do have talent up there. I think the problem is, like you were saying, with it's at the coaching level. And usually it's a desperate team. You got a desperate team going on there, Fisk, man. A lot of stuff can – a lot of changes can happen. Desperation set in, but you're coming into the Superdome. The Saints haven't been in the dome in the regular season all year long. They've been gone due to the hurricane, and they're finally back home. So it's in their excitement. The black and gold is going to be loud and proud in the building. It's going to be a tough environment for the Giants to come in and try to upset the Saints, and they got to catch the Saints slipping to a great degree for that to happen. After what happened a couple of weeks ago with Carolina, it's going to be tough to do that because they've resynced and focused. And plus, we're starting to get healthy. A lot of players that were out earlier coming back in. We had some issues with the coaches. They are going to be there as well. So, like, a lot of positive things are happening for the black and gold. Let me ask you this, Fisk. What's your thought process on Jameis Winston? How you think Jameis was performed for the first 3 weeks of the season?
I'm gonna give y'all the same treatment I give my Giants. I'm blaming Sean Payton for this, because I saw Jameis throw 5,300 yards last time he was a starter. And I watched Drew Brees for a decade throw for 5,000 yards. And I'm like, was Henderson and Robert Meacham and those guys, are they that much better than what I got right now? I mean, Marcus Colston and Michael Thomas. Well, Michael Thomas better than Colston, but you get what I'm saying. You always had the one big possession guy, and the rest of the guys were burners. I just think the Saints offense, from my opinion, I don't know if Sean Payton's being conservative. I don't know if he's trying to spread the wealth too much and not isolating enough on Callaway or whatever the case may be, because Michael Thomas is out. But your offense don't look like it normally look. It looks a little broken out there. I don't know if Jameis is playing scared because he don't want to get benched. I don't know what it is, but even versus the Patriots, I mean, to get that many turnovers, you didn't score that many points. To get that many turnovers. And then week 1 versus the Packers, and I said this in my reaction with the Saints. I mean, if it wasn't for I forgot that he had like a 50-yard pass to somebody. I forgot James had one big play versus the Packers. You take away that one big play, he barely throws for 100 yards. I know he threw 5 touchdowns, but the offense doesn't look like that Who Dat Nation dots all over the field, just that efficient machine that I'm used to seeing. Even Drew Brees with the dead arm, y'all offense was up and down the field like nothing. So I haven't seen that version of the Saints yet. Now, maybe it comes out on that turf in the dome. Maybe it comes out. But from just my perspective, the offensive looks very, very sketchy. Very sketchy.
I think the issue it's going to take a little time for Jameis. I mean, I've seen a lot of plus in his play, but I like I said, I've been telling people this for a while about Jameis Winston. He's definitely capable of making all the throws, but it's still a patience has to be given for him to get totally comfortable in the Saints offense. And it's going to take a little time for that to happen. You can see improvements here or there, and you can see some setbacks as well. As he tries to do a little too much, you're going to have to sink in and understand to play within the confines of the team's offense as opposed to try to step out and do something that he ain't supposed to do. So, yeah, he did something like that in the Carolina game a couple of times, and it cost him. But in these other 2 wins, I think he had, especially in the Green Bay Packers, when he had a really good performance in that. And I think it's patience. Really, truthfully and honestly, we're looking at the fact that the Saints' strength is the running attack. And I've been saying that for I don't know how many long. The family members, y'all tell me in the chat how long I've been preaching. Run the ball first. Running the ball first is what Coach Payton is familiar with. He's very comfortable with that, especially this year because of Alvin Kamara. That's our best offensive weapon that we have. Alvin Kamara is the top, in my opinion, the number 1 running back in the business. He can do it all. And I think if you run in and you give Alvin Kamara the blocking, put a fullback in front of him every now and again, give him some blocking, open up some holes for him, he makes stuff happen for you. So I think the offense has to flow through Alvin Kamara, and then off the back of that rushing attack, led by Alvin Kamara and Tony Jones Jr., and of course they'll sprinkle some Taysom Hill in there. The Saints can then operate their offense. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's going to take some time for this to happen. We're already into week number 4. We've seen some positive things. We've seen some negative things. But overall, if you're real, you got to say that you're seeing more pluses than minuses in the Saints. And I'm talking to the great Saint Tank in Jameis's game. He's still got a lot to learn, but that's why the running game is there. So, yeah, it's going to be intriguing, man, at the bottom line to see this as we move forward. But like I said, the strength of the Saints is the rushing attack. Let's talk about that, Fisk. Let's go into talk to me about the Giants defense. What do you think about the Giants defense? Are they able to stop Alvin Kamara or at least slow the Saints down? What do you think about that?
I told myself I'd never be that guy to trash my team.
Keep it real, General Fisk.
Only because I love the Saints, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Only because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really do love the Saints, and y'all fan base has embraced me for years, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna keep it $150. We lost Blake Martinez on Monday. Okay, he's done for the season.
That's big.
He's our heart and soul. He's the glue of our defense. He's our general. 130 tackles easy every season. I'm concerned about not stopping the run necessarily because we still got Leonard Williams. We still got, we still got our big boys. But Kamara in space without Blake Martinez being there, that bothers me. If they put Kamara in space and they run those angel routes out the backfield, that can be a problem. I'm not necessarily worried about them running the ball on us as much because, we're pretty good up front. Our big boys is pretty good, and our rookie AZ Ojulari, he sets the edge pretty dang on good. So I think we can contain the run, but if they start motioning Kamara out on the slot and things of that nature, I don't know. Without Blake Martinez there, it could be some miscommunication, some bad things can happen. Logan Ryan's not playing his best ball right now. Jabril Peppers couldn't cover his bed with a blanket. So, our two corners should lock down your receivers. I'm not worried about your receivers. I'm also worried about what you said a few minutes ago, running the ball, controlling the clock. What people don't understand about the run game is you don't got to have 150 rushing yards to control the clock and move the chains and win a game. As long as y'all are in the 3rd and 5 and manageable, y'all can keep us off the field. Y'all can keep moving the ball, and y'all can just dick and dunk us with Kamara and, just running little short stuff. But as far as the Callaways and the things of that nature, I think Dorian Bradbury can handle that. I'm also worried about Kamara. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I got I was looking at doing some scouting work on the Giants defense, and I'm looking at statistics right here. Fisk, I got them on screen. What's going on both offensively and defensively for both our squads, the Giants and the Saints. And it shows the points per game for the Giants. Just barely 19 points a contest, giving up almost 25 points a game. Saints 24.3 points per game, only allowing you 14 points a contest through 3. Giants are moving the ball offensively, 368.3 total yards per game. That's 261 through the air and 108 on the ground, which is respectable. And then, of course, the defense, you're allowing 388 yards flat per contest. That's 281 through the secondary, and you're giving up 107 on the ground through 3 games of the season thus far. If you look at the Saints 250.3 total offense, 130 of it through the air, 120 on the ground. And then, of course, defensively, we're allowing 319 flat, 250, almost 259 per game through the secondary, and we stopping teams at 60 yards a contest. Saints are mean. Saints are nasty. They don't understand. What is Demario Davis calling them? The juice boys. That's the defense that they're coming with. So the Saints have created an identity defensively. Demario Davis is a mean player out there. The Saints have other guys that people don't even know their names. Christian Ringo, Shai Tuttle, Malcolm Roach. These guys are not guys that readily most people will know that don't follow the team. If you're a novice person, they only know most of the big names. But these guys are serious contributors. And the Saints have gained a reputation, defensively speaking, as a nasty, fast defense that gets things happen. They game tackle. They have an identity. It don't matter. Listen, the most respectable thing in the Carolina loss was the fact that the Saints defense were out there for 40 minutes of a 60 minutes game and only held Carolina. They held Carolina to 26 points. So I mean, I have to give them credit because most defense break or they just break down. Even in the Patriots matchup, the Patriots had a long drive, almost 9 minutes. It was 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes. And the Saints still forced them to kick a field goal down when they got toward the red zone. So that's huge. Most defenses just fold and give up the touchdown. The Saints still held them to a field goal after 8 minutes on the drive. That speaks volumes. And that's how the Saints are rolling defensively. And I think from a special teams perspective, we got Rosas, and I know you're familiar with Rosas. That's our kicker until Will Lutz get back. He was 0 for 2. He missed a couple of field goals in the matchup.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Talk to me about Rosas, Fisk. I know you know about that cat.
He had one good year. One good year. After that, he was Graham Gano was the best thing that happened to us. He had Rosas. He had one good year, and then after that, it was he was off. Not only was he off as a kicker, he lost his confidence. But I want to believe Rosas was the one with the DUI flying like 150 in the was it the school zone? Was that Rosas or was Rosas the domestic one? Giants had some issues with some kickers. I can't remember, but I remember we cut Rosas for a reason. I can't remember, but by the time we cut him, we was fed up with him. He had one good season.
Yeah, that's what we got right now until Will Lutz comes back after between weeks 6 and 8. He had core surgery, and that's our guy. So we have to deal with Rosas for at least another couple of games, a couple of weeks anyway. Hopefully he turns around his performance. He missed 2 field goals in the matchup last week. But outside of that, we talked about the defense, we talked about the offense, we talked about who you're looking at in terms of Daniel Jones is a pretty good quarterback prospect. We know Daniel Jones, the team is on his back, but offensively speaking, you look at the offensive play callers, the former Dallas head coach. You're not too high on him, Fisk. Talk about him, bro. What's your thoughts on him, and can he turn the game plan to make it a respectable performance against the Black and Gold Sunday?
The man should have been fired yesterday. I'm be honest with you. He should have been fired yesterday. I say that every Monday. He shouldn't be allowed on buses back to the facility, plane rides back to the freaking airports. He should be fired immediately. But he's John Amara's boy, so he's not going nowhere. The problem with Jason Garrett is too many curl routes, too many flat routes, too much run the ball straight up the middle, no creativity. He doesn't let Galladay get big strikes down the field. He doesn't use Kadarius Toney. We're not targeting Kyle Rudolph in the red zone. I can go on and on and on with his play calling. His play calling is putrid. It is. Everything the Giants do is on the back of Daniel Jones. If this kid isn't scrambling for yards, we probably not getting no yards. If he's not throwing guys open, they're not getting the ball because too many times, and you'll see this on Sunday because it's Jason Garrett, he's still calling the plays. Daniel Jones will throw to a Giants receiver, and there'll be another Giants receiver right next to him. Like, I don't even know what routes they running. You know what I'm saying? The route combos is terrible. So I'm going to rip Jason Garrett. He's just bad. He's horrible. He's deplorable. He's holding the team back. We held the Falcons to 14 points. That should have been enough. 17 points. Held the Falcons to 17 points. We should win that game. $72 million on Galladay. First round pick on Toney. 6th pick in the draft on my guy Danny Dimes. 2nd pick in the draft, Saquon Barkley, who wants Kamara money in about 6 months. Should win that game. Too much talent on offense to score 14 points against the worst defense in the league. It's Garrett. Garrett gotta go. He's horrible. And now he has to coach against the Saints and Dennis Allen, probably the best defensive coordinator in the league right now. Please. I'm horrified.
Well, I mean, this damn, man, you sound worse than I sound, man. When years ago when the Saints were struggling to get things right offensively and defensively. Offensively, we were fine. Defensively, we were struggling to get things going. And we talking about right before the Dennis Allen took over the team. We had Rex brother, what's his name? Rob here. Rob in his first year was good, but then of course with Rob, his discipline level sucks, so as his defense, as he stays with the team, the defenses tend to fall off because they mirror his style of play, because even though he is at first tense, he comes in there and changes things. Ultimately, at the end of the day, he kind of loses grasp on the defense and they start trending downward. And I think that I attribute that to his defensive acumen. I mean, his discipline acumen can't keep him focused. But anyway, during that period of time, we were suspect defensively until we were able to turn it around and figure out what we need to do and focus on the correct things. But yeah, you sound a lot like I did back in the day, my brother. But listen, good news on y'all side defense though, bro, as John Ross is supposed to be cleared to play. He's a deep threat for you guys. So that could be intriguing too, that we got to watch out for a speedster like Ross. Is he up to speed on what you guys doing offensively?
It don't matter. All Garrett Cole is 4 curls.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. He got Usain Bolt out there. Usain Bolt run this 10-yard comeback route. It's like, yo, Jason Garrett don't know how to use him anyway, man. I have no faith, none in Jason Garrett. I believe in Joe Judge. I believe in our defense as $100 million secondary. They're gonna start playing like it eventually. I believe in everything on this team but Jason Garrett. If they fired Jason Garrett today and let Freddie Kitchens call the plays, the Giants can win the division. We're only 0-3. We're in the NFC East where 7 wins will do the trick. So, I mean, realistically speaking, if we beat y'all, which we're probably going to win on Sunday, despite how negative I sound. We're probably going to win on Sunday. I'll explain that later when you ask me for the pick. We'll probably win on Sunday, but if we fired Jason Garrett, I'd feel better about the longevity of the season.
Yeah, that should revitalize y'all to a degree, but that's a tall order, Fisk. To say that you're going to come into the black and gold building and beat the Saints, man, that's a very tall order. But you're right. I'm going to get your pick a little later on in the broadcast. But let's talk about that offensive line, man. You know what the Saints can do. We ruffle feathers. That's what we do. We are a stingy defense. Most people not. Thank you, Demi, for your super chat, baby. Appreciate you, Demi. Much love. I appreciate the great Saint Think Tank and all the family members in the building. Please feel free to hit the like button. We got General Fisk of Fisk Unit. Fisk Vegas is in the building. Black and gold man, giant man as well. You got a black and gold heart, as well as a blue heart, a blue and white heart, I guess. The man is conflicted.
Blue. For better or worse, I believe blue.
He conflicted. But I tell you what, when the playoffs are here and the Saints are here, guess who Fisk's gonna be cheering for? He's gonna be cheering for that black and gold in the playoffs, baby. But listen. But this is the thing. Let's get to that offensive line of the Giants, Fisk. Talk about that offensive line. Can they keep the Saints defense led by Cam and Demario and Cam Jordan from getting to Daniel Jones? Now, they're very disciplined. They're very fast. We got a lot of athletes. A lot of our young players like Peyton Turner, who's our first-round draft pick, is very good. Carl Granderson is stepping up. Davenport's not there yet, but we have a lot of other talent, young undrafted guys that are mean, that are ferocious, that play with a chip on their shoulder. What do you think about the keeping the Saints, keeping Daniel Jones clean and upright for the Giants to try to get a win against the Saints?
Question. Cam Jordan's on the right side. He's right in, right?
Right.
Okay, so he'll be with Soda. God help us.
Yeah, he'll be over your best your blind side tackle.
So wait, so they're gonna put him on Andrew Thomas? Because Andrew Thomas is he's the blind side. He's on left tackle.
He should be on your blind side tackle. Cam always is lined up against your blind side tackle. So,
okay, so we'll be fine on Cam then. So if knowing as Nate Soda can do his job on whoever's opposite of Cam, because Andrew Thomas is one of the best left tackles in the league. This kid's a stud. He's amazing. He hasn't allowed a sack yet. He's the only reason our line is competent at the moment. As long as Andrew Thomas does what he does what he does best, which is keep Daniel Jones' blind side clean, we'll be okay on that side. I mean,
Fisk, that's tough, bro. I like Soda. Soda's a good player, man. He really is. But Cam, you think he'll be able to stop Cam?
Nate Soda can't stop nobody. So whoever's on Nate Soda, that's the problem. We good on the left side. The left side of the Giants line is fine. It's Nate Soda on the right that we got the problems with. But nah, whoever, as long look, if y'all put Cam Jordan or Andrew Thomas all game, we'll be fine. Now, if y'all go put Cam on Nick Soda's side, Daniel Jones might die out there.
Who else you gonna use to double him? Cam gets double, man. I mean,
they'll leave Andrew one-on-one with him.
Okay, I love it. Okay, keep it going.
Yeah, they'll leave him one-on-one. He's our best tackle. We have to leave him one-on-one because we got to double with Andrew Thomas. I mean, we got to double with Nick Soda's side. So Andrew Thomas is one-on-one no matter what.
So we got some chips going in there. We're gonna give a little. The coach is gonna run
Kyle Rudolph, baby.
Okay.
Kyle Rudolph, baby. That's what we brought him in there for. Help block.
I love it. Okay, go ahead. Keep going, Fisk.
So yeah, we got Will Hernandez out there. We lost Nick Gates for the season. So believe it or not, it's a patchwork offensive line, but it plays okay. It plays okay. It doesn't get the credit it deserves for being a run blocking line because Saquon don't hit the right holes. If Saquon had a little bit better run vision, we'd get a little bit more credit for run blocking. But the pass blocking, Daniel Jones, if we could block Denver, we can block y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. We block Denver pretty well. If we can block Von Miller and that crew, we can block y'all. I'm not saying y'all might not sack them like 2 or 3 times, but other than them 2 or 3 sacks, I think you'll have some time.
Well, I'll tell you what, bro. We're just gonna have to see because I think the Saints defense is being undervalued. Cam Jordan is going to, if all you got is one lineman, I'm not crapping on that lineman. He is very good, but Cam Jordan is a dude that will, if you single blocking him, if you're doing even a little chip in there every now and again, Cam is used to them double teams. Every now and again, they triple team him. So I mean, he's a guy that's been looking to get going. He hungry. this could be problematic. But the Saints defense, just to let you know, the Saints defense, Fisk, are fast, furious, and pissed off. They play pissed off. They're opportunistic. The IQ of the team, the defense has gone up. They take pride in stopping you and one-dimensionalizing you. So the game plan going into this thing against the Giants will be to neutralize your rushing attack and put the game in the hands of Daniel Jones to beat the Saints. And then, of course, we rear back and cover those passing lanes up. And smartly, I know he can run. I mean, we know that off the bat because, like I say, he got 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's the top rusher. He has more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley at this point of the year. Not saying that's going to stay, but Daniel Jones is a guy that loves to use his legs. He's very athletic, and that's something that we all know. But guess what? The Saints have a lot of fast and athletic guys that can chase him down or contain him. So the thing is, we'll kind of keep him in the pocket and force him to try to beat the team down the field and make those accurate throws. So offensive line wise, like I was looking at your statistics, and you can't judge everything based on the stats, but I'm looking at the Saints holding people to 60 yards a game over the last 3 contests. That's not a fluke. The Saints have done that last year and several years back because they just do a great job of neutralizing those rushing attacks. So I mean, it'll be intriguing to say the least. But Fisk, let's keep it going, bro. And feel free to kind of tell me what how you think the game is going to end and give me a score on it.
Okay, so here's the deal. The Giants are 0-3. We're playing for our season. This is all hands on deck. This is like if we lose, somebody get fired. This is that game. This is, John Mara was throwing the trash cans in the press box last week. The whole building is on edge right now. Laser focus. This is our season. You know what I'm saying? This is where we're going to pull out all our best plays. We're going to come in there hungry, and we're going to play a team that's been on the road for a month. We're going to play a team that just upset the Patriots in Foxborough, and it's due for a letdown. They don't understand how fast Daniel Jones is. A lot of people think he ain't got caught from behind yet. He slipped on his own versus Philly. Ain't nobody caught the boy yet. He fell on his own 2 feet. Ain't nobody caught the boy yet. Galladay can handle it. Lattimore, any corner you want to throw at him, Galladay can handle that if he's given the opportunity. Kadarius Toney, y'all don't got film on him yet. Giants fans don't even know what he can do yet. We got some surprises we could throw at y'all that y'all ain't seen yet. Colin Johnson, John Ross, there's no film on them in the Giants offense yet. Saquon Barkley, get him in the open field. Ain't nobody getting him. There's plays to be made against y'all. And most importantly, y'all offense is looking like some trash. I gotta call it like I see. I love the center. And I love Jameis Winston. I told you on your show a year ago, he was gonna be the future of y'all team. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was on some Taysom Hill, and the other gentleman you had on the channel was on the Taysom Hill bandwagon. Mm-hmm. I said getting Jameis for pennies on the dollar was the signing of the decade, because Drew Brees exits and you get a 26-year-old quarterback who just threw for 5,000 yards for free. So I'm a Jameis guy, but I'm gonna drop a gem on you though. I think the Giants win by field goal. I think we get y'all 19-16. Low scoring game. I think we get y'all one. I really do. I strongly believe it's gonna be a letdown. Check this out. The Ravens, they beat the Chiefs. What happens? They go to Detroit. They should have lost. What happened when happened? Everybody thought Dallas was gonna lose to Justin Herbert. They won. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where Green Bay, worst loss of the. Everybody thought Green Bay was going to beat the Saints. Saints are on the road, and Jameis's first game. Aaron Rodgers wants to prove a point. Y'all smoked them. This is the NFL where strange things happen. Everybody thought Pittsburgh was going to get blown out by the Bills. What happened? Pittsburgh beat the Bills. Everybody thought the Bengals was going to get smoked by Pittsburgh. What happened? They beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. So seeing the Giants squeak out a victory against the Saints, who, let's keep it real, the Giants should be 2-1. We're not a regular 0-3 team. A lot of talent on this Giants team. I can see it happening. And I think James good for 2 picks versus our secondary. I'm sorry. AZO Jalari coming off that edge. Jameis might throw 2 picks versus our secondary because we play a whole lot of zone. And y'all have no wide receivers. None. I was so wrong on Marcus Callaway. I should have smacked myself because I invested a lot of money in that boy. I invested a whole lot of money in Marcus Callaway this all season. There's plays to be made. I don't think y'all can score enough to put us away, man. Y'all can't score enough to put us away. That's the problem. If this was the old Saints where y'all was putting up 25, 30 a game consistently without picking off Mac Jones 3 times and Aaron Rodgers 2 and 3 times against short fields, you might be on to something. But this Saints offense, please. As a Giants fan, I ain't worried. We'll keep y'all don't let us hang around long enough to make a play in the end.
All right, that's Fisk's honest opinion on it. He says the Giants beat the Saints in the Superdome by 3 points, and that Jameis will give a couple of picks up to the Giants secondary, the Giants defense. And he gave us his honest opinion on it. He said we're not going to score enough points to beat the Giants. Fisk, let me just say this, bro. Of course, let me give a counter argument there, bro. I think the Giants averaging just slightly less than 19 points a game. The Saints are averaging 24.3 points a contest through 3 games. Eventually, if you know, you're a student of Sean Payton, you know his offense very well. You know what he can do. It's only a matter of time before the Saints get going. We do realize that. Elvin Kamara is a weapon I don't think y'all can stop. And Blake Martinez being out hurts bad. So I think a lot of that is predicated on the fact that Coach Payton will run the football. He definitely will run the football, setting up the play action. I think that hurts that will spin the Giants' top a little bit because really the Saints average 120 plus yards through 3 games right now. The Giants sitting at allowing over 107 yards per game. So the Saints will be able to run the ball on that defense, especially with Martinez out of there. And that's all we really need to do with the Giants is run the football on the Giants defense, setting up the play action. And like you know Sean Payton going to get Jameis Winston together eventually, that he's going to get a grip on that offense, and eventually they're going to take off. But my thing is not even on Jameis. It's not even about Jameis at this point. It's about the domination of the line of scrimmage, in which I think the Saints can do it against the Giants. No disrespect. I think outside of the young wide receivers, a lot of people are disrespecting our young wide receivers as well. Marquez Callaway, who had 4 catches in the last game and a touchdown he went up and got that Jameis was attempting to throw away. Callaway is a baller. A lot of people disrespecting Callaway. Even our writers, some of the writers that's writing articles down here saying that Callaway is disappointing, despite the fact that Callaway had a pretty decent game in the last performance, and knowing that the Saints, how many times are they throwing at him? Versus the protection issues we had in Carolina. So he definitely can just stand and do better. But that's the benchmark that I'm noticing with a lot of people when they look at the black and gold. They don't take into account of those young guys, and those young guys are the thing that's going to end up killing them. Like I said, we can run the football. We're an elite level, top 3, top 5 rushing attack. They don't know it yet, but that's the big secret in the NFL, is that the Saints are a run-first team. They're still trying to look at the Saints like we Drew Brees letting it. That's not the Saints' identity. We are a run-first team predicated with the play action. We get it all going after that. And that's what we did to Green Bay. We one-dimensionalized them, got the running game, put up 171 yards on Green Bay. We put up 140-plus yards last week on the New England Patriots, which we were able to take it out. Of course, we stumbled and stumbled a few drives could get going because we deviated away from the running attack. Had we stuck to the running attack, that game would have looked a lot more dominant than what it actually was. So like I said, just from a perspective of a black and gold man that have been following the team 4 years. Sean Payton will get Jameis Winston together. It's only a matter of time. But it's not about Jameis right now. It's about Alvin Kamara. And Kamara is dangerous. And the Saints' rushing attack is dangerous. They're not talking about it. But watch this upcoming Sunday. The Saints will put up 120, 130 plus yards with a couple of touchdowns running the ball against the Giants, and then watch where it goes. Jameis going to throw for probably another 160, 170 yards, but we don't need him to put 200 up. We don't need him. We don't need that right now. The Saints will be defensively speaking and offensively speaking. There's still a lot of young people that's learning their job. Cesar Ruiz, Adam Troutman, there are other people that's still learning how to play that haven't arrived there, but trust and believe we're going to get them on the same page. Because like I said, we have the best assistant head coaches in the business. That's why these guys who are undrafted guys who are backup while we got all these players out are playing really good football. So that's just my take on it, my friend. But Fisk says about 3. Now, Fisk, let me ask you this: with the dome, with all the rocking, did you factor your call in the fact that the Saints are back home for the first time since the storm hit? Did you factor the fact that they're going to be feeding off the crowd and they still going to lose by 3? Is that in your analysis?
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Y'all been on the road a long time. It's your first home game in a long time. It'll be October 2nd or October 3rd when this game gets played. That means y'all ain't seen that dome since the preseason. When's the last time I've been in that dome? The preseason game for Jacksonville?
Been a while, bro. Yeah.
It's been a long time. Y'all done traveled the whole first 3 weeks of the season and had in the last week or two of the not training camp, but you know what I mean, off season.
Right.
Y'all had to practice somewhere else because of the hurricane. God bless, by the way. So what I'm saying is just it's set up for Saints letdown. And Jameis is look, I love Jameis. Y'all know I love Jameis, but Jameis ain't Breeze. That consistency is not there. Y'all got okay Jameis last week, which means bad Jameis is on deck this week. And it's a letdown spot. I'm telling you, it's a letdown spot. Y'all upset the Patriots, largely because the Patriots was looking forward to the Tom Brady. They weren't paying y'all no attention. Same thing with all these Rams fans talking reckless right now. We all know in the playoff game, Tom Brady gonna handle business. He's looking forward to Belichick. These things matter. And listen, I know I'm a woeful Giants fan. Let me live. Let me have my itty bitty pieces of optimism and reasons why we gonna win this game. And I'm banking on a letdown. I can't justify it with nothing else other than a letdown and so Jameis picks. That's all I got. Letdown and Jameis picks. I can't say nothing else. Or maybe we fire Jason Garrett before the game and Freddie Kitchen dial up some bombs at Galladay, we be all right. But other than those things, that's all I got, bro. I can't justify it anywhere else.
Fisk, bro. Hey, Fisk. Hey, I appreciate you keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real. Like, I'm just saying, like, I can't justify any other way, man. Like, we in a bad spot. But I will say this though, as somebody who roots for the Saints and wants to see y'all win the division, I personally believe all that stuff you said about the run game not gonna work till Michael Thomas come back. Because any smart team with a secondary, I'm 99% sure the Giants are gonna take y'all run out, and we're gonna double damn dare Callaway and Harrison them boys to beat us.
We got you.
We're gonna take him out the game. That's your only weapon. We're gonna take him out the game.
We got you then, Fisk. That's what if you all we want you to do is go ahead and drop them safeties on down there and watch one of the accurate deep ball throws in the game. What he do to you?
Yeah, that's it. Them wide receivers can get open on the door.
They can.
Bradbury,
Trust me.
They can. I don't know if they can.
Bradbury, bro, come on. Bradbury hadn't lived up to expectations, bro.
Oh, y'all know how Bradbury get down. You should know that by now.
Bradbury, bro, he was good with Carolina. He was very good with Carolina. But that's not the same defense. And he's a good player up there, don't get me wrong. But I think he overplayed to get Bradbury back there. But listen, the reality is you're right. The Saints are wide receivers in Jameis. We got Deontay Harris. They're not big name players. A lot of these guys, a lot of people don't know. But these guys, one thing you're going to realize when you watch these guys go up against your secondary, that these guys can play. They play with chips on their shoulders. They don't have a name, but they play as a team. They're winners. They're focused, and that's what I'm saying. Elvin Kamara is taking out Elvin Kamara is easier said than done. Because we move Elvin around, and Coach Payton has the propensity to move Elvin Kamara around on that field. So anyway, and don't forget, we got another guy that you probably never heard of. His name is Tony Jones Jr. He'll punish you too.
Oh, I heard of him. He took what you call in the fan. I'm a big fantasy guy, so those little guys you think I may not have heard of, I heard of him. He's the reason y'all let Latavius go.
Yes, and that's the reason this kid is a perfect complement to what Elvin Kamara does, and of course there is the wild card in Taysom Hill and what he does. And now in terms of you saying what you're saying about Jameis Winston, listen, I don't think Jameis Winston is going to throw a couple of picks in this contest. I think the Saints are going to come out and the crowd will be raucous. It's going to be difficult for the Giants to function because there's going to be a lot of noise in there. The defense is going to be climbing all over Daniel Jones. They're going to neutralize the running attack. And when they're going to get pressure on Daniel, I'm gonna just tell you, this is just my call on how I think the game goes. The Saints will get pressure on Daniel Jones with 4 guys and occasionally send a blitzing linebacker or safety, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, in there to pay him a visit. They're going to take away the rushing attack and force Daniel Jones to try to beat the team from the pocket while throwing into a defense that's rushing 4 and dropping everybody into coverage. So it's going to be very difficult. So don't be surprised that if you're looking for multiple interceptions, don't be surprised is that Daniel Jones is the one that's throwing them. The Saints defense is ferocious. And I'm telling you, I'm warning you, they are special. They're awesome. And nobody's talking about them. They're mean, and they are playing some ferocious football right now. And like I said, the Saints rushing attack is mean too. Coach Payton is, he is the guy that every now and again he likes to get away from that by doing screen this and screen that. But let me tell you something. Alvin Kamara is something I don't know if you got one defender you could put on Alvin Kamara to neutralize what he do, especially if we run him out the backfield. You can't cover him. You can line him up like a wide receiver. We could put Tony Jones back there. We could put Taysom Hill back there with Jameis Winston and run Taysom like a running back. He's super athletic. So I don't know if you got Blake Martinez is pivotal, Fisk. For if y'all lost him, that is huge. And if he is an intelligent guy that gets those guys together, he will, he gives you a chance not to stop any, because I don't think you stop Alvin Kamara to slow him down, but he was the brains of that defense. With him going in there, I just don't know. But I do think the Saints, man, that's what they're going to do. They're going to run the football because the Giants are not good at stopping the run. They give up 107 yards per contest on the run, over 100 yards a game. The Saints average 120-something yards rushing right now. So, we're going to run the ball, and the defense is going to come and play. So that's already 2 things in the bag right there. If we count on Jameis to be a turnover magnet for a Saints that's running the ball, might be a long day, my brother. You won't count that?
Yeah, and that's why I think we can win, because y'all don't got the firepower to put us away. Your offense is.
What you talking about? Firepower, Fisk? Y'all average 19 points a game. Well, how much firepower? We average 24 points a game. How much firepower?
Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing, right? All right, how do I say this? If this game is 17-17 going into the fourth quarter, which it probably will be, I like my chances. In a close game with the best kicker in football, Graham Gano is 36, 37 straight field goals, and y'all got Rosas. If this comes down to a fourth quarter game and I got Daniel Jones versus Jameis Winston, I'll try my luck. If y'all keep us around in the fourth quarter, we can beat y'all. Now, if y'all get out to a fast start and the Giants are trailing by a touchdown to 10 points a game and we got to go against our pass rush, it's a problem. But the problem is the Giants never get blown out. We're always competitive. You know what I'm saying? Even
this
last year, we're
the last 2 weeks. To your argument, Fisk, the last 2 weeks were very competitive. 1 point loss at Atlanta, 3 point loss at hold on, not 3 point. What was it?
It was
1 point, 3 point to Washington and 3 point loss to by 4 points.
And it was a game in the fourth quarter versus Denver, and then the air went out. So and then another thing is, for those of y'all who don't watch the Giants a lot, we start out fast. That first quarter, a lot of the times, our best plays from Jason Garrett be in the first quarter. That's when Daniel Jones get the good read option plays, and that's when we take our strike. We'll take our one big strike to Galladay and Jedi mind trick us and think we're gonna use them. So we'll come out firing in that first quarter. We're gonna punch you in the face in the first quarter. I promise you that. The Giants will come out, we'll punch you in the face in the first quarter. Now, the second and third quarter, when Jason Garrett got to actually game plan and the plays ain't scripted no more, that's normally when we come back down to earth. But that first quarter, we're gonna punch y'all in the mouth, especially since y'all think y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna take us lightly.
We're not gonna take you lightly. We're not gonna take you lightly. Not in the dome. We coming back after what happened with Carolina. We're not gonna take you lightly. We know the Giants are coming there desperate. We know that the Giants are actually a pretty good team. It just hadn't swung their way. You've lost 2 games by 4 points, not because you're garbage, because the Giants just don't know how to finish the game off. So you do have the talent. I know about the Giants squad. I know about Daniel Jones, because he was a protege of the Mannings. They love that kid, So I'm very familiar with who he is, and he's a very talented quarterback. Saquon Barkley when he's able to put it together, he's going to be fierce as well. And Slayton's a pretty good wide receiver too. So you got some talent. And then
I'm gonna be
defensively
honest
with
with
Leonard Williams, there's some talent there. I just don't think the Giants are there yet insofar as knowing how to finish the game right now and to learn how to do that in the
Yup.
right, and then to learn how to win in an environment like the Saints with the crowd beaming, the defense kicking ass, the running game running. And then on top of that, we supposed to have a mentality that we coming into the game to beat you. Nothing, anything less than that is it's like the old deodorant commercial says, uncivilized. We got to have a mentality that we every week we're gonna do our best to beat the opponent in front of us. So damn, and throw it to the win. But we gonna leave it all on the field against whoever we play from week to week. We don't look past nobody. We're gonna focus on you this week in the dome. We're gonna get to the Giants. So, but let me let you kind of comment on that, Fisk, and then I want to give you a final question about why you feel that Jameis Winston is going to be bad, Jameis, in this game here. But go ahead, my friend. Feel free to comment on what I just said.
All right. I can only hold my my blue pride in, but for so long, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. All right, y'all ain't gonna like this, so go ahead, get ready to type something disrespectful in the chat. Y'all not gonna like this, but it's the truth. We're a better roster than y'all. The Giants have a better roster than y'all, and if we just put it to freaking together for 4 quarters, we should beat y'all. That's just the facts. Outside of the offensive line and the defensive line and DeMario Davis, now that Blake Martinez is hurt, we're better than y'all at every position. Until Michael Thomas come back, we got better receivers.
At the running position too?
Saquon's better than Kamara.
No.
We have Bradbury and Adoree is better than anything y'all got out there. I love Lattimore, but Bradbury's better head-to-head versus Lattimore. Don't even compare the safeties when we got Logan Ryan, Xavier McKinney out there. Jabril Peppers can go in that box. He can't cover that well, but he can go in that box. I just feel like when it's all said and done, the Giants have $100 million secondary and a crap load of talent on offense that's not being utilized. AZ Ojulari in 3 games has 3 sacks and a forced fumble. We got us a little edge rusher out there too.
Very good.
I'm keeping it 100 with you. I can't explain why. Listen, the Giants are a great team. I said it on my stream on Sunday night when I was venting. We got a Super Bowl roster with AFL coaches. That's the problem. We got a Super Bowl roster with a bunch of AFL coaches on there who don't know what they're doing. If you take this Giants roster and you gave it to Belichick, your boy Sean Payton, if you give it to Sean McVay, we'd be Super Bowl favorites. The roster's that good, but our coaching staff is holding us back. And as a Saints fan who sucked before Drew Brees ever got there, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about on my next statement. We don't know how to win. Whether it's Evan Ingram dropping balls, Darius Slayton dropping balls, offsides on game-winning field goals. We're a great team, but we don't know how to get out that losing mentality. Once we shake the losing mentality, we're good. The team is too freaking good. I can't even complain with the roster. The roster's fine. It's the coaching staff. The coaching staff has to be better. If this coaching staff can get it together, the Giants are good enough to hang with and beat anybody in this league. You're not going to out-talent us. That's one thing for sure. You might out-coach the Giants. You're not going to out-talent the Giants. Bottom line. There's not a secondary in the NFL that I wouldn't take over my Giants if the coaching was right. Offensively, we had a good play caller. I love Saquon, Kadarius Toney, and Kenny Golladay. Sterling Shepard, one of the best slot receivers on the planet when he healthy. He already showed y'all that the first 2 weeks of the season. Giants got some stuff. Daniel Jones is the fastest quarterback in the league. PFF said it. He ain't been caught yet. That's a PFF stat. Y'all don't get mad at me for just quoting PFF. Daniel Jones, the fastest quarterback in the league. I'm keeping it 100 with you. If the Giants coaches get their heads out of their rear ends and get to the business, this team can not only win the NFC East, but we can make some noise in the playoffs. And I stand by that. I ain't stuttering. I ain't taking it back.
Fisk is saying that the Giants have a better roster than the Saints, and to be honest with you, the man's supposed to feel like that. If the Giants is his squad, he's supposed to feel like that. I disagree with General Fisk. I disagree with you on that, brother Fisk. I don't think Saquon Barkley is even close to Alvin Kamara right
What?
now. I'm
Oh,
just
you
gonna
gotta
keep it.
explain that one.
I'm just saying, Fist. I mean, he's not. I mean, Kamara is a dude, man. That he does it all. I mean, he's the end all be all for the Saints. Whatever you want him to do, he does it and does it masterfully. I mean, he's not. He don't. I mean, if you look at him, what he's doing, he's productive. I mean, as a running back, and he blocks. I mean, Kamara is just. He is a
Is he
big part of what
productive
we
as the
do.
running back though?
Is he a
You
what?
sure?
Yeah, hell yeah,
Because
he's
his
a good
first
running
few
back.
years in the
Yep.
league, it was Mark Ingram, and then he had Latavius
Well,
Murray. He ain't never
well,
had that whole workload.
well, they combo him and Mark Ingram together. That was a real combo Coach Payton was doing because he liked to switch those guys up. But since Ingram has been going now for several years, Latavius Murray has not been his complement back. He has not comboed him. And when Mark Ingram left, it became Kamara's job, and he stepped up to it, and he performs admirably at the job when called upon. The last several contests, except for the Carolina matchup, when the offensive line didn't come and play, if they would have showed up and played in the Carolina game, we would have beat them because he would have got going with the running attack. So I think a lot of times we can have better play call and we can give him an extra blocker, to help him spring him to get to the second and third levels of the defenses. Because that's why I really want to see him. I want to see a fullback in there or get a lead back in there, get in front of Kamara and blow out that linebacker, allow him to get to the second and third levels of your defense. And that's when he can really outrun the defensive secondary. So, I mean, like I said, he's a terrific player and he catches it, he runs it, he does everything that Coach Payton wants to do. He's the perfect guy for that. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think Saquon Barkley's there. And Alvin Kamara, to a great degree, has mastered Coach Payton's system. He knows exactly what Coach Payton wants from him. And at times, I think it's the play calling and formations that are set up that limit what Alvin Kamara could do. I think we can get a hell of a lot more out of Alvin Kamara. That's why Coach Payton brought in Mike Martz during preseason to give him ideas on how to better utilize Alvin Kamara and try to put him on a roll like a Marshall Faulk, like when he had Marshall Faulk, when Martz was running that greatest show on turf with Marshall Faulk's back there, Holtz and all those other Holt and Isaac Bruce and all those guys. So like I said, it's I think Kamara is exceptional. Saquon Barkley's not there yet. He doesn't know that offense as well as he's supposed to, and I think it's due to the fact that Saquon's been hurt a lot the last several contests, and that's stalling his development. He's an excellent running back, don't get me wrong, a top-notch talent, but he has not lived up to his potential because of the injuries. And of course, the Giants haven't been the most stable organization in putting together talent, moving coaches in and out, and all this other movement right here. And until you fix that, you won't see a lot of these great players excel to the levels that they're supposed to. That's why I'm saying this, Fitz, and I'm gonna give you the flow. This is my take on the Giants. Because listen, I've been where you are. We've been in a position where the team didn't know how to win. And eventually the Saints were able to figure out on ways and what to do. The real success didn't come until we stabilized the organization. Then the success came. You can't have winning in a non-stable situation where you don't know who the offensive coordinator is going to be, and it's infighting, or there's players in there that don't like the schemes or the formations. When all that going on in the offense, you're not going to have the kind of standard of success that the Giants fans want. It's not going to work for you. You got to stable and get the right people in the right places at the higher level before you can see the success flow at the lower levels of the organization. That's why I'm saying it's not just so much the fact that when you come into the black and gold building, we have an air of success that we built up and people are bought in. So you got ordinary players that were undrafted or playing like stars in this environment because they have bought into what's going on. And that success plays true and reigns true. That's why the Saints are comfortable. They playing without anything else. We have we have our little problems every now and again, but nothing's bigger than the team. And when it's team first and there's belief in the players and the system and the organization, you're going to see a lot of success. And that's where we are. And then less dysfunction, which is what the Giants are. It's a lot of dysfunction I see in the Giants building. And that's why a lot of that dysfunction pops up in key moments of the game to stifle your success. Until you get rid of that, you're going to continue to have these type of situations occur. And this is talking from a man. We went through this. We seen everything the Giants are trying to do. We done been through it. So I'm just giving you that key. But go ahead, my brother. The floor is yours.
All right. I'm going to tell you like I've been telling Cowboy fans for about 4 years now. Saquon ain't running behind, the Zach Martins and the Tyron Smiths, or in your case, the Armsteads and the Ramchicks and the Ruizes, or the Hall of Fame center retired, a year or two ago?
You're talking about Unger.
Unger, yeah. He ain't been running behind them guys. Saquon has been behind a trash line his whole career. and he still goes out there and makes nothing out of something. You know what I'm saying? He's a 1,000-yard rusher every season he's healthy. Kamara can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Which, he can't say that. Kamara going over 1,000 yards rushing yet in his career? I don't think he has. I could be wrong, but I don't think he has.
He could have easily had it last year. He was suspended from the C19 for the final game of the year. So no, he hadn't had 1,000 yards rushing in the season as of yet.
So, I think a lot of what Saquon is just like, we've kind of failed him, like you said, as an organization. But the thing with the Giants is Joe Judge has brought a lot of stability to this organization. He's instilled a lot of confidence and a lot of trust in us fans.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're angry right now, Giants fans. I understand we should be angry. But the truth of the matter is nothing's changed between now and a month ago. Okay, if you told me a month ago that we were 2-1, I've been happy. And what do you know? The Giants should be 2-1. We really should be. We're not that bad of a team, but it's New York. In New York, a mountain get made out of a dang old molehill. The Yankees was 10 games over 500, and you would thought they was the worst team in baseball. That's just New York. Everything is magnified. Most teams in smaller markets would take this season with a grain of salt, but because it's New York, everything is just it's just blown out of proportion. But at the end of the day, the Giants have their coach, Giants have their quarterback, we have great young talent, and the truth of the matter is we're Jason Garrett firing away from winning our division. He's the only one holding us back. We have the worst play calling in the NFL. That's the only problem. And going forward, we get the Bears pick. That boy just got sacked 9 times. How you complete 6 balls but get sacked 9 times? How you get sacked more times than you complete the ball? So, the Giants about to get a top 5 pick from them, not including whatever our pick going to be. The future is bright. The present is bright. We're gonna take it to the Saints, win, lose, or draw. We beating the Cowboys. We should have swept them last year. We not scared of the Rams. We was in it to win it last year versus the Rams, but Daniel Jones, no. Golden Tate dropped a lot of 3rd and 10, and we end up losing. As usual, somebody dropped a Daniel Jones pass in the 4th quarter, but I digress. We should have beat Tampa Bay last year. You feel me? Like the Giants, we always in these freaking games. You not blown. No, don't nobody blow us out. We got blown out one time in the Joe Judge era, and that was the 49ers with Nick Mullins, who was Joe Montana for a Sunday. That was it. The Giants are gonna compete. We're gonna play hard, and if we don't beat ourselves, we're gonna beat y'all. It's as simple as that.
All right, Fisk says he likes the Giants over the Saints. The score was what, Fisk? 19-16, you said? What was
I go 2017, make it normal. I go 2017.
2017, Fisk is calling it. It says the Giants beats the Saints in the Dome. Of course, I don't agree with Brother Fisk. I think the Saints will definitely take care of the Giants by 10 points, and at least 10 points in the Superdome on Sunday. So at least 10.
Oh, so you saying, okay, because there's no way. How many points am I getting? There's no way y'all getting no more than 20 on the Giants at best. This offense, please. So that you basically saying we not gonna score. We might get 1 touchdown at best, basically. That's what you say.
Or maybe 3 field goals, something like that. I could see y'all getting some field goals in there, but
the same Mac Jones, man. This a different Jones. You play on Sunday, man.
I'm saying I know that, Fisk, and I like Daniel Jones. I like the kid, but I'm saying I'm not disrespecting I'm not disrespecting Daniel Jones. I'm looking at the Saints defense. I'm just keeping it real with you. The Saints defense is for real, and I keep telling you that, Fisk, like you told me about your guys. I'm keeping it real. I'm telling you, the Saints defense are opportunistic. They're going to rough him up. They're going to hit him a lot. Dennis Allen's going to dial up blitzes and things to confuse him. The secondary had injuries early on. They are a lot better than what you think they are. You said the secondary for the Saints is not that good. In your words, I disagree. The Saints have done a lot to improve their secondary, and guys are healthy, and those guys are opportunistic. We have a lot of talent there on the defense, and I think a lot of people are disrespecting the Saints defense. They're looking at it and understanding that the Saints defense is hardcore this year. They don't get it. The one constant over the last 3 weeks have been the Saints defense style of play. When the offense didn't bring it in week 2, the Saints defense was there, despite the fact that the offense didn't bring it. The Saints defense was on the field for 40 minutes of a 60-minute game and held them to 26 points in the contest. So, I mean, it was a lot going on. So, like I said, I'm not disrespecting the Giants or Jones. I'm looking at the Saints defense and telling you that the Saints defense are going to hit him a lot, and they're going to hit him hard. He's going to get the deer in the headlight look, just like the other 2 quarterbacks that we beat. And the Saints going to run the ball. They're going to shrink that play clock down. They're going to make you forfeit a lot of your plays because they're going to control that clock. Now, it's not going to be a walk in the park is what I'm saying. They're not going to walk over the Giants. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is I know that the Saints will force turnovers from Matt Jones and the Giants offense.
All I'm going to say is we hear this every week, man. Oh, Von Miller is going to kill the Giants line, or Chase Young's going to kill the Giants line.
Not players, bro. Team. Defense team.
Oh, okay. Well, I say this: the Broncos' defense is, they're the best defense in the league, and then we play Washington. Washington's the best defense in the league, and somehow, some way, Daniel Jones, number 8, the chosen one, he find ways to make plays, baby. They look, his receivers and tight ends may let him down, but he gonna make that play. And I'm just hoping that for once in his freaking life, Daniel Jones throws to somebody talented for the game. So maybe in the 4th quarter, maybe we throw to Kenny Galladay or Tony or somebody who won't drop the ball in the 4th quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll make the 4th quarter plays. So, like I said, man, if it's close in the 4th quarter, I like Daniel Jones and the Giants. We got the better quarterback, the better kicker. We can do this.
All right.
Close in the 4th. Lawrence is close.
All right. Well, hey, Fisk, man, I love you. I appreciate you, bro, dropping by the broadcast, bro. And if you're not doing nothing next week, I'd love to have you back, win, lose, or draw, bro, to talk about the recap if you got time, my friend.
Before I go, can I say one thing?
No, you got the floor, bro. I was going to turn it over to you.
I do believe the Saints are going to win the South. Let me tell you why. I think the only thing wrong with this Saints offense right now is it needs Michael Thomas. I feel like when Michael Thomas comes back, that opens it up for Kamara, and most importantly, Callaway won't be getting number 1 corner coverage no more. I strongly believe Michael Thomas comes back, he stabilizes the offense, and I think that's when the Saints take off. I think this defense is as stout as anything. It's the most consistent part of the Saints the last couple of years is the defense. So I really think when it's all said and done, you're looking at a team that swept Tampa last year. The Saints swept Tampa last year. You know, the playoff game, that stinking trash tight end, Jared Cook fumbled the ball, and he just – I ain't never seen one game turn so bad on one play, bro. He fumbled that ball, and it's like the Saints just died. It's like the Saints died after that. Like, he fumbles the ball, and it's like after that, it's just Tampa. So I'm just like, look. The Saints, I still think they can win the South. This Tampa Bay defense is flawed. That secondary was trash last year. It's trash this year. It was trash in the Super Bowl, but Mahomes was missing like 4 linemen. So, it is what it is. I think the Saints will win the South. I don't think the Saints are good enough to make a Super Bowl run no more. I think that window closed. But as far as winning the division, I think the Saints can outdo the Bucks. That defense, that secondary, man, that secondary is bad. That secondary in Tampa is bad. You can't win a lot of games with that set. And they can't run the ball. Bucks can't run the ball. Their secondary trash. And if y'all remember, in 2014, Peyton Manning was lights out for like the first 10 weeks of the season. In the last like 5-6 weeks of 2014, Peyton Manning was very, very bad. And then going into 2015, he was trash. There's a strong possibility that with Tom Brady, as the season progresses, he might start to look a little old. And then next year is the year he's bad. That's what happened to Peyton. That's what happened to Brett Favre. That's what happened to Kurt Warner. They normally fall off the cliff the year before they're bad. is they never it's never the year they're bad that they fell off the cliff. It's always sometime the previous season that they really fell off the cliff. Look at Ben Roethlisberger. They started 11-0. That man was trash the last 6 weeks of the season. And now look at him this year. It's always the year before that them quarterbacks, they fall off. So keep an eye out on Brady as the calendar gets to November, December. You know what I'm saying? So that's my 2 cents. You know, I still rocking the Saints. You know, we're gonna put the L on y'all this weekend, but it's all love after that. It's all love.
All right, man. Appreciate this. All right, Fisk is well, Fisk, man, listen, bro, much love to you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. You welcome on this platform anytime, my brother, to come back anytime, bro. And we'll chop it up again down the line, man. Listen, bro, before you go, bro, feel free to plug your platform to the family, bro.
Yes, I have I got 4 channels, but 2 of them I would love for y'all to subscribe to. If you want to hear my Saints content, I always roll with the black and gold. Go to Fisk Vegas Sports, and if I got my Giants channel, Fisk Vegas Blue. My Lakers channel, Fisk Vegas Gold, will be coming soon, but for right now, Fisk Vegas Sports and Fisk Vegas Blue. Follow me on Twitter at Bully Fisk, Instagram at Fisk Vegas. So, you type in Fisk Vegas and subscribe to everything. How about that? You know what I'm saying? If you see Fisk Vegas in the name, just hit the sub button. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they'll do that. So y'all heard it. Check out Fisk's platforms, man. Got a lot going on, a lot of good content, man. And one thing Fisk is he's hardcore, man, and he gonna call it like he like he see it, man. Regardless if he like it or not, he gonna call it like he see it. All right, Fisk.
This is a conflict of interest. Saints versus Giants. I can't win. This is a conflict of interest right here. It really, really is.
I was like, you know what? Let me get Fisk on him, man. They aren't the Giants, the other squad that he likes. I was like, let me get him to come in here and get an interesting perspective from a man that like both teams. But you got to go. He goes one other than the other. But it's intriguing, man, to say the least. So it's all gravy, bro. And we not, we got big hearts over here, man. It's all love, and we just wait just a couple of days before Sunday rolls around, 12 o'clock Central Time. Saints Giants, man, we're gonna get it going. So much love to the fam. Hey, Fisk, once again, thank you for dropping by on this one, my brother. Much love to you. And hopefully, bro, after the game, win, lose, or draw, let's see if we get you scheduled so you can come back and win, lose, or draw and get your analysis on the game, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right, Fisk. Thank you, bro. Much love to the great Saint Think Take, man. Y'all, don't be too hard on Fisk, man. don't be too hard on. Y'all rough, man. Y'all tough. All right. So with that being said, listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please feel free to hit the like button. Please subscribe if you aren't a subscriber. Hit the notification bell. And if you want to support the platform, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. Patreon.com/the Pro Media Network, Patreon.com/the Pro Media Network, and sign up for our Lock Saint content of TSC Q&A Live. Every Tuesday, we do a show there. You can help out the stream or become a YouTube member. You get access to that Lock content, 70 plus shows of Lock content there that we have on Patreon every Tuesday. Also, as a Patreon member, you can get access to On Q with Big Q, our news show where we keep it real on all that real stuff that's going on in the world that they ain't covering in the media. We got all that hitting you with too on our Patreon page. So also just to let the family members know, merch we have new merch that'll be available in the pro shops. We have several pro shops. We'll be posting the advertisement that the merch will be available. The new hashtag Team Jameis shirts will be available on the merch shop and several different styles of Pelican shirts, as well. We'll have all the Pale gear available too. All that's dropping tonight at our merch shop. So feel free to check that out. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all chiming in. I'll be back on a Thursday stream as we talk more black and gold, get the latest injury reports and all that other great stuff. We'll go black and gold. We keep it real here at the Sports Coma. So much love to y'all guys. Fisk, once again, thank you, my brother. And big ups to you guys. Appreciate y'all, and we'll holler at you later. Peace. Who that? And I'm out.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that?
Thank you for making Saint Central your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating.